Crews are busy with a fire burning in Placer County. This one broke out around 2 this afternoon. This is video CAL FIRE took of the flames shortly after it broke out. CAL FIRE says the fire is burning on both sides of Foresthill Road under the Foresthill Bridge. Foresthill Road is closed in both directions. It's burned about 250 acres. No word yet on the cause. Now here is an evacuation map showing about 500 people who have been evacuated because of that bridge fire. You can see the area in red is under a mandatory evacuation. People affected had to leave the Lake Clementine area. Other areas in yellow are under an evacuation order. And we find ABC 10's Van 2 live near Foresthill Bridge in Placer County where all this is happening. Van, what can you tell us right now?
Well, Kurt, at the top of the hour, CAL FIRE officials did confirm that the bridge fire is 0% contained at 250 acres since it broke out at around 1 o'clock somewhere again below the Foresthill Bridge. Now, I want to go ahead and throw to video of what it looked like east of the bridge as we were driving through it earlier this evening. What you should be seeing now, fire burning on both sides of Foresthill Road after it made a run up from the river and spotted over the roadway. So what we saw, what we're dealing with, dry vegetation, fuels that really burn in a flash, and other areas of thick brush and timber that send up that dark smoke that can be seen for miles. So this fire growing rapidly with mid to long range spotting east of the fire. So crews say that their containment goal right now is at Foresthill and Old Foresthill roads, which, as you mentioned, Kurt, are both closed. Crews want to keep the fire west of that point, and right now there are no evacuation warnings or even orders that have been called for the Foresthill community, though again those roads that lead to Foresthill are closed. Now, a tremendous amount of resources, including 13 aircraft deployed to this fire today, which those aircraft had been dipping in the Middle Fork American River when the sun was up, but it is still going to be a long night for ground crews. But CAL FIRE officials tell me that they are planning to take advantage of down canyon winds tonight.
That will actually be helpful to us. We'll strengthen these areas around the heel to prevent it from progressing back to the west, but we really need that down canyon wind to help us with containment on that east end. And
Now, Kurt, we do know that about 500 people were evacuated from that mandatory zone in the Lake Clementine area, and we actually did see Placer County Sheriff deputies lead those people out of harm's way as they were driving down the road here. Now, I did get a chance to ask CAL FIRE officials, given the history of trespassing under the bridge and also the amount of trails in the area, whether or not there was any indication that this was human caused. Now, the CAL FIRE chief tells me that it is too soon to tell, but does note that this was indeed a very busy holiday weekend, but too early to determine any sort of cause. Kurt?
All right, our Van 2 live in Placer County. Thanks for the update, Van.